Hi everybody, it's Dara, and I'm in VannyBeeee, which is her name for the moment, until notified otherwise. We are in the vehicle. They have jacked us up at Big O Tires in Cottonwood, and hopefully the bigger tires will fit without lifting the vehicle. Okay, here's the thing. I'm learning so much about the Winnebago TRAVATO 59 KL on the Dodge ProMaster chassis. This particular model is not like a national parks model. So are you going to go graveling, off-roading a little bit? Not really. You're going to be on pavement. It's low. It gets scratched underneath. So eventually I want to have it lifted 3 or 4 inches at Van Up. But for now, I'm getting big old tires at Big O Tires in Cottonwood, and if they fit without the lift, because I was told that the big tires won't fit without lifting the vehicle. So I'm going to find that out. We're going to find out if it's going to have 4 new tires or... But last night was crazy. I made a series of videos starting today, this morning, where I woke up at 5 a.m. because last night at 11, I realized that, oh my God, it's going to be under 27 degrees in Sedona. What am I going to do? Her water tanks and pipes have not been winterized. They've filled with water. And I remember Scott telling me that there's a button you can press to keep everything warm. There is a water pump holding tank heater, so that means your tanks won't freeze. But get this, my battery was dead, and I was also told if you drive it or run it, idle it, it will charge the battery. Not happening. No panel was going on, nothing was going on. I'm like, I did something to drain the battery, or the battery's disconnected, or blah blah blah. So I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, made little snippets of videos for you guys so you can see we're being jacked up. I hope the big tires go on. Anyway, happy Mercury Day. Hi, Brandon. I would love to hear your downloads. So, Aquarius North Node, we need you. Any Aquarius placements needed for new innovative ways because the old ways are crumbling. So basically, you guys, I panicked, you know, like I was like, oh my God, who am I going to call? La Mesa's closed. Who am I going to call? So basically, I found I tried to look at the manual, obviously, but I was like, you know, when your mind's spinning and you can't, the lingo's new and you don't know the words to Google. And I tried watching videos, but basically I found JustAnswer.com, and I got... It's my diamond sparkly cupcake. I got this guy at JustAnswer.com. You pay like $40 for the month, which quite frankly was unnecessary because I do have roadside assistance with 24/7 technical support, but I couldn't find the number. I was spazzing out. So basically, I this morning called Lori in finance. I'm like, Lori, I don't know who to call. I don't know what to do. Like, I know Scott showed me. He did a beautiful job of pointing everything out, but I need a little more intel because I'm sitting here with a dead battery. So he called me back, and we had this whole conversation, and he helped me figure out that I had the battery not disconnected, which means while the RV wasn't charging, it ran out of battery, right? I shouldn't have had that button on. And it doesn't say on or off. Like, you just have to know. And in that whole roundabout video orientation with him, there's just so much you can retain. And it's not until you do it, do you really know, you know, what you're doing. Like, you have to experience it. So I want to run through with someone. I really do need everything run through. But anyway, he called me, and at the end, he goes, just remember, he goes, it's not going to be easy. It's, you know, there are things to learn, and it's a little tricky. He goes, but you'll get it. Remember what I said? Keep on swimming, keep on swimming. And I was like, Scott, it was like freezing waters last night, and I panicked. Oh, hi. Hi.
I'm just going to turn it and go side to side, okay? Turn
sure.
it on, make sure we're...
Did you do one tire to see if it fits?
Yes, ma'am. We got it on there right now.
Oh, you don't know yet?
That's what we're checking out.
Oh, thank you.
You gotta make sure, because it fits on there, but when you turn, you don't want to rub.
No, we don't want to rub.
Is it hidden? Is it hit at all? Oh, right. What was that? Oh, gotcha. All right. Does it rub on the front?
Am I going to roll over? Should I be scared?
You're off the jack.
Okay.
Ain't rubbing it all?
Maybe
Anything?
he should turn and you look.
I know. Yeah.
I think
yeah,
you should
yeah.
look.
Let's switch jobs, Junior.
There's Chris. That's Chris from Big O Tire.
Hi.
So we might have to get it lifted maybe and then get tires, or we get the tires and then I get it lifted.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room?
Yep.
That's good news.
Yep, very good. Very
Yay.
good. All right,
Hey.
well, hang tight. We'll get the rest on there and get you moving.
And I can
grooving.
hang in here?
Yeah, hang out.
That's nice. Okay, cool. So Big O Tires. So I could always get the tires, and when I want to be raised up to go a little more off-roady than this car will allow.
He's almost done.
How nice are they? Yay! I love nice people. So Scott was nice. I had a funny laugh with him. So basically I was like, Scott, like I know keep on swimming, but I was like panicking in frozen water in the middle of the night. He's like, why don't you YouTube? I'm like, I couldn't even think of words to use to YouTube to find the information I needed. The more you do this, the more you learn. You know? Mountain suspension, you learn about tires. 225, mine had smaller tires. Now they're gonna be 245. We'll have more grip. I also learned on the way here to not stop short without making sure that all your cabinets are shut, because the NutriBullet fell and the table slid onto the floor. I was like, So you learn these things, and once you make a mistake, you don't make a mistake again. Sometimes, unfortunately, we have to learn from mistakes. So, do we have anything to say? No, we're good.
We're all good.
Cool. Hey, happy Mercury. Oh, so you guys are commenting. Happy Mercury Day. Brandon, always welcome here in Ohio for a visit. That's so great. And now I get to pull into your driveway. With that smile, we would have some good food, good laughs, etc. Yes. Did you say you're going to release a tribute video to Herbie? Rubber Wilbur, would you like to see it? Herbie made a goodbye video. It's rather intense. He's rather emaciated. It's intense, but I think it's moving and beautiful. And my daughter made a video with him right before he passed, and it's so moving. Like I couldn't even, it's so gorgeous. So yes, so my plan is to be in the van and have editing time. You know, now I need to learn this thing so I can actually get on the road. But what I'm going to be doing here is I'll be doing beautiful editing and beautiful artwork, and I can focus. So I want to do that, and I will do that. He's definitely going to be tributed, honored, tribute to him. I'd like to do you know, a medley. It's not a medley, a montage of photographs of him or videos of him. Now I'm thinking if I take my hard drives, my external hard drives on the road, I can access old footage and really do something beautiful. I just haven't had the time. I understand why people don't take on things like this, because there's a huge learning curve. Like, holy guacamole. Learning curve. But I don't know. I think it's a good thing. At first I was like upset. Like, I was like, oh my God, there's so much I don't know. And when I woke up, so basically I got this guy, it was amazing at JustAnswer. I got a great RV technician. And he was like, literally, go look up JustAnswer. You can ask them anything. And he was, I think his name was Richard. And he was so helpful and so nice. And then the other guy I called today was also very helpful. And he said, look up a mobile RV mechanic so you could have someone come run through with you. But I'm going to do that. When I bring the car to van up to be raised up, they said they'll lend me a technician. So we'll get there. But there's a huge learning curve, and you must know these things. You must know them before you go. But I'll have focus time when I'm here. Hopefully. Hi, Sutton. So I'm going to do love fests around. I'll be like, okay, popping in here, let's meet. I can't believe I'm sitting here. This is so funny. I'm going to show you. That's what's going on. It's like it's fun, like being in the car wash when they're washing the car. It feels like a treat. There is a little RV store right up there. I could go visit somewhere. I saw it. It looked kind of quirky. So what else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, so last night when I realized there was no way to turn on that water heater pump, I was like, well, Richard on the phone was like, well, don't worry, if it's going to be 27 degrees, that's not bad, but if it goes under 25, then you got a problem for more than a few hours. So I looked at the weather in Sedona, and at 5 o'clock it was going to be 21 degrees. And then I was like, it's going to be like that till 8 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't have to set my alarm, because when I know I have to wake up, I'll wake up naturally. I woke up at 5:19. I had some hot water with some essential oils in it, and then I hopped in the vehicle. I went to get gas, and it was an unsuccessful experience. I don't know why. Unsuccessful getting the battery to kick back on. The battery has to be fully charged in order to have this system kick it up and charge it further. So today we're going to have a shore cord. We're going to have electric at my house. The electricians are doing it now, so it can stay plugged in and it can stay warm. This thing will heat up the heat, and I'm going to test it after she's fully charged. I'm going to leave it the heat on as if I'm sleeping in here to see if it stays on, you know, all night as it's supposed to. But the lithium battery system is one of the best. It's called Volta, but it will drain, like things will drain it. So you got to be mindful. Hi, thank you for the thumbs up. You're loving my new home on wheels, isn't it? Hi, Lisa Marie. It's so fun. I like that side, so I'm going to make this side look like that side. There's lots more to learn. Water pressure valve, how to fill tanks, empty tanks. But it's getting me out and about, and this is what I was going to say. So sometimes I don't like, most of the times, I don't like the month of December because, I don't know, I never really liked my birthday. It's on the 28th. People don't do work. I love to work. I'm a Capricorn. You can't get anything done, and things kind of slow down, and they could leave you feeling like blah. Even if, you know, if you have family around, you might have stresses and feel blah, but I don't have family around, and it just feels like blah. So I started to feel that way, and you know what kicked it out? Like, it's not even possible because I'm so busy learning and doing. There's no time to be sad. So that's kind of like, I don't know, taking action helped me to move energy. So before I was going to outfit this, I was like, my home better feel tight. So I've spent days doing that. My art studio is almost done. I'll show you guys. It's like ready to roll. Like I can go in there and just paint. There's a table of clutter I have to clear, and then we're good to go. We can make jewelry in there. I can do big paintings. I can do spray painting. I can do color pencil. I can do watercolors. But really what I have to do first is learn the new Sony ZF-1 camera so I can make proper vlogs that make things, it's called not mirroring. Like right now, everything looks backwards, like I'm driving like I'm in Europe. So we're gonna have a better upgraded situation, which I have to learn. So I think the moral of that story is that the movement and the learning is stopping me from feeling sad, and then also these interruptions or obstacles that had me like almost like, oh, what did I do getting this thing, actually are a blessing because they're helping me to learn the vehicle before I'm out on the road. So I'm like, wait, December isn't the time to go rushing out. December is the time to de-dangle your dangling things that need to get done. Like, for example, I turned in my other car, and I paid the registration and taxes, and I will get money back. So I went online and I filed for a refund, or I'm gonna organize all the papers and have like a sheet in here, like this is the number for roadside assistance, this is the number to call for tech support, this is the blah blah blah. Like I'll have everything, you know, just really neat and organized, so I can at least, I'm going to come across roadblocks. There's going to be moments where it's scary, where, you know, you might have to go get gas at some weird hour, or, you know, but if you keep yourself as organized as possible and go gently and slowly. So I figure out and about in January, I know that some astrological things are going to make a big shift in March. So this is the growing, learning, prepping time. So, hey Gary, so nice to see you, hear you, and go with the flow. Yo. Yeah, Gary Hines, oh my gosh. So Brandon, you're stoked for the midheaven vids. Been learning that every time you step out of the house, you're in MC energy, right? Like, very good. That's a really good point. We need to talk about that. Maybe we'll do a joint live on Instagram if you think about it, or here. We can do it here. I haven't done one of those in a while. I'm like, oh, relearn. So when you step out of the house, you are presented to the world. You have a relationship. You have things you need to do to feel okay. That's the midheaven. So you want to feel, you want to be aligned with that. And isn't it funny that whenever I step out, or whenever I travel, whenever I do my 9th house North Node in Sag, I want to talk. When I get out of the house, I want to do videos. That's my Gemini midheaven. So that's pretty cool. As soon as you step out of the house, you're dealing with the stage. That's the world. Your world stage presence. So Brandon is Cancer midheaven. That's a very different vibe. Like, I'm Cancerian at home. I have a Cancer moon. I have a lot of planets in the 4th house, but like, and I should explain some things to you about my chart, and I'll be like, oh, that's cool. I want to know mine. We'll do a little chart thing about mine. I think that would be cool. But basically, you know, he's going to be seen as warm and kind and nurturing and in touch with, you know, wanting to make people feel comfortable. And that's what he does. And I will be chatty. I will be chatty, and Gemini can be charming. Gemini can be a little bit, seem like, to some people, scattered or jumping from one thing to the next. But when you know your midheaven, you know it's not a bad thing. I'm actually here to deliver the message. Now you know about Big O tires. You know about Reishi. Gary Hines, where are you going in your Winnebago? I want to go to, people are giving me places. I heard of Kodachrome RV spot in Utah. I want to go to the Grand Canyon. I will be going to Colorado, like definitely Utah and all over Arizona. But mostly I'm gonna do little trips and come back just to test, and then who knows? So I don't have a plan for that other than I want to be well outfitted to do whatever the road or spirit calls me to do. I am not a great big planner. So I will just get a feeling and then I will go. And that's the point of this thing, is to be able to come and go at a splenic moment's notice. When I get the hit, it's time to go. I don't want to be stuck at a hotel or in an Airbnb. When I want to stay longer, I want to be able to stay longer. And that's the nature of this. I want to be in my own energy. I want to have my own tinctures, tonics, infusions. Yeah. So I love you guys. I'm hanging up now because my arm is tired because I am not on a tripod, and I am going to see you soon. Get your greens on, get your tonics on. Please go to my website and at the very least look up your North Node sign and house. Get the video, get the PDF, part 1, part 2 of the North Nodes. It's under Life Tools. New Life Tools are coming out. The Midheaven's coming out, and then if you guys like it, I'm going to be working on my next one. Feng Shui. And some art ones. So stay tuned, lots more to come, and I'll see you soon.